Welcome to the Pack Rats Rovers video, highlighting the ARRL June 2026 VHF contest. This video showcases the efforts of several dedicated Rover teams, including W3ICC/R, K0BKC/R, KE5NJ/R, AA2SD/R, W3CMP/R, and WG3K/R. Being a Rover is a unique commitment. It requires extensive advanced planning, careful management of travel costs and time, significant stamina to operate from the vehicle, and the flexibility to adapt to varying weather and equipment challenges. First, we look at the W3ICC Rover team, Paul and Drake's. They utilized a portable 10 GHz shoebox setup created by N3RG, which includes a demi-transverter and a horn antenna. Here is the W3ICCCR team fully deployed at the Railroad Museum parking lot. The W3ICCR team also operated from grid FM28 in Cape May, New Jersey. Next, Pete, K0BAK/R, visited several Pack Rat stations for 10-band QRP contacts. While a hot Saturday afternoon provided some challenges, Pete remained active across multiple grids. Pete continued his journey on Sunday, though he encountered some gated access issues at one location. He also learned that his 10 GHz transverter needed to be power cycled when overheating in the sun. This trip marked the first use of the Outback Rover, outfitted with external antennas, 6-meter and 2-meter halos, and high-power amplifiers for FT8. Chris, W3CMP/R, got a late start, but had a successful Sunday. He is currently working on a revised mount for his equipment and plans to have 222 MHz capability ready by September. Chris is testing a new dual-band antenna from Antenna-Amplifiers and is in the process of fabricating a custom mounting plate to improve his setup. Eric, WG3K/R, utilized a Q5 signal 5-band transverter and a modified log periodic antenna to cover frequencies from 2 meters through 23 centimeters. Here is a look at Eric's antenna mast deployed outside, along with his portable operating station inside the vehicle. Eric's summary shows an impressive 60 total contacts across 18 grids, with his best DX reaching 616 kilometers. He operated on multiple bands, from 2 meters down to 23 centimeters. After a long ride from Charlotte, North Carolina, Eric successfully activated 6 grids. It was a tiring, yet rewarding experience. Reflecting on the event, Eric notes the importance of having backup locations, the value of 6-meter operations, and the need to refine his mobile operating setup for future contests. Chris, KE5NJ/R, and Scott, AA2SD/R, operated as a dual Rover team. This tag team approach worked effectively, with one Rover managing a main frequency while the other explored additional bands. They coordinated their efforts using handheld radios to efficiently run the bands. Both Rovers were well equipped for the task. Scott operated across 10 bands with a 2-foot dish and a 10 GHz slot antenna. Chris covered 7 bands, also utilizing a 2-foot dish and a 10 GHz slot antenna. Here are the operating positions for both Scott and Chris, showing their mobile station setups configured for the contest. The team initially planned for 6 grids and 406 miles. They successfully adjusted their Rove to 5 grids and covered over 570 miles. Proper permits are essential for operations in certain locations. Here, a stop was made at a designated research site within grid FN31. The team operated from various locations, including the lower parking lot at FN31 and the upper parking lot near the Perkins Tower in grid FN21. A stop was made at the historic pagoda overlooking Reading, Pennsylvania, during the team's operations in grid FN20. Maintenance is part of the roving experience. During a stop, the team received assistance from Gary, WA2OMY, with a necessary harness repair. Both Rovers tested 10 GHz slot antennas. These antennas are favored for their ability to radiate a horizontally polarized wave, making them an excellent choice for mobile VHF and microwave operations. The team also received help from Mike, WB2RVX, during their QTH visits throughout the Rove. For navigation and field measurements, the team tested Theodolite, a multifunction augmented reality app for iOS. It proved useful for terrain navigation and measuring angles. The ARRL integrates a compass, GPS, 2-axis inclinometer, and rangefinder into a single tool, assisting rovers with rapid setup and precise documentation. Reflecting on the event, the team found the dual rover method and grid convergence highly effective. Areas for future improvement include optimizing drive time, verifying park permits in advance, and refining antenna gain. The team achieved 207 total contacts. They intentionally focused their efforts on higher bands rather than 6 meters, with solid participation across 144 MHz, 222 MHz, and up through the 10 GHz band. A sincere thank you to all the pack rats who worked us, and to the fellow rovers out in the field. Please continue to support your rovers. The Mount Airy VHF Radio Club has been proud to serve the community since 1956.